This is Pokling 888 Telemetrading Daily Market Research and Data Analysis. Here are the top 10 most active companies in the Philippine Stock Exchange in terms of volume. Apollo Global traded 437.02 million at a price of 0.078. Next, the Solar Philippines Nueva Ecija with 235.19 million at a price of 1.73. Next, the Surpass with 80.01 million at a price of 53 cents per share. Next, the Premier Entertainment with 30.10 million at a price of 58 cents per share. Next, the All Day Marts with 27.33 million at a price of 61 cents per share. Followed by the House Stock with 22.23 million at a price of 1.5. Next, the ATN Holdings with 25.03 million at a price of 6 cents per share. Then the Apex Mining with 20.79 million at a price of 1.78 per share. Next, the Nickel Asia traded 11.98 million at a price of 6 pesos per share. And the AC Energy Philippines with 8.48 million at a price of 9 pesos and 65 cents per share. And notable gains were observed from the following companies. Surpass gained 34.18%, followed by the Grace Resources with 8.15%. Next, the Solar Philippines Nueva Ecija with 8.13%, followed by the Premier Entertainment with total gains of 5.45%. Next, the Medco with 4.62%. Then the Dizon Copper Silver with 4.57%. Next, the Abatis Equity with 4.31%. Next, the Philippine Bank of Communications with 4.06%. Next, the Crown Equities with 3.96%. And the Leisure and Resorts with 3.82% total gains. And the top losers companies are the following. The first, Abacus Fin, lost 7.14%. Next, the ATN Holdings B with losses of 6.76%. Next, the ATN Holdings with 6.25%. The SunTrust Home lost 4.42%. Next, the Solid Group declined 4.39%, followed by the City and Land Development with 4.35%. Next, the LBC Express with 3.84% losses. The Bloomberry Resorts with 3.76%. Dito CME Holdings with 3.46% losses. And Ginebra San Miguel with 3.29% losses. And this is the latest on Forex. For US dollar, the dollar index firmed up above 95.5, while the yuan rose towards 6.34 per dollar. The Australian dollar depreciated past 0.722 US dollar, while the yen strengthened past 114 per dollar. Then the New Zealand dollar depreciated to 1 month low past 0.675 US dollar. And the CAD increased 0.0014 or 0.12% to 1.2526 on Friday. And here are the commodities updates. For gold, the gold price steadied near 2-month highs around $1,840 US dollars an ounce, while the crude futures retreated below $85 US dollars per barrel. While the Brent retreated below 87.5 US dollars per barrel. The natural gas futures traded near two-week lows at 3.9 US dollars per million British thermal units, and the US gasoline futures eased to 2.4 US dollars per gallon. And for stock market updates, in US, the US stock futures fell on Friday following a disappointing earnings report from Netflix, extending the major averages losses from the previous session. Dow futures shed 0.2%, while S&P 500 and Nasdaq 100 futures dropped 0.5% and 0.9% respectively. Losses were triggered after Netflix tumbled 20% on after-hours trading, as the company's fourth quarter earnings report showed a slowdown in subscriber growth. Peloton also plunged 23.93% in the regular session after CNBC reported the company is temporarily halting production of its fitness products. In New Zealand, the S&P or NZX 50 sank 149 points or 1.19% to end at 12,348. GEO Limited led the declines, plunging 10.26%, followed by Merlin Global with 6.43% and Arborgen Holdings with 5.88%. In Australia, the S&P or the ASX 200 index fell 2.27% to close at 7,176 on Friday. Rio Tinto also dropped 4.1% after Serbia revoked its lithium exploration license on environmental grounds. Other losers in the mining sector include Fortescue Metals with 2.1%, Newcrest Mining with 1.1%, Mineral Resources with 3%, Pilbara Minerals with 6% losses, and Lynas Rare Earth with 7.5%. All other sectors of the market declined as the selling pressure on equities intensified amid prospects of higher interest rates. In United Kingdom, the FTSE 100 dropped more than 1% to trade at the 7,500 mark on Friday. While in Italy, the FTSE MIB index fell 1.3% to hover around the 27,200 level on Friday. Tech shares lost 2.5%, led by ST Microelectronics, 3%, while consumer discretionary goods fell 2.2%, led by Ferrari with 2.5% and Moncler with 0.5%. While in China, the Shanghai Composite fell 0.91% to close at 3,523, while the Shenzhen Component lost 1.19% to 14,030 on Friday, as mainland stocks failed to gather momentum. Recent losses brought the Shanghai and Shenzhen indices 3.22% and 5.57% lower, respectively, since the start of the year. In Japan, the Nikkei 225 index fell 0.9% to close at 27,522, while the broader topics index lost 0.59% to 1,927 on Friday. Technology, auto manufacturing, and shipping stocks led the declines, with notable losses from Lasertec, 4.5%, Tokyo Electron, 6.2%, SoftBank, 0.72%, Sony with 1.4%, Toyota with 2.5%, Mitsubishi Motor with 3.7%, Denso Corporation 4%, and Nippon Yusen with 2.1%. Energy manufacturing and distribution firms also declined. The Nikkei index ended the week 2.14% lower, its third consecutive week of losses. In South Africa, the FTSE or the JSE All-Share Index fell over 1% to around 75,175 on Friday, with several sectors trading in the red. In France, the CAC 40 index dropped 1.3% to trade around 7,100 on Friday. The tech sector traded 1.8% lower, dragged by ST Microelectronics 2.7% and Gap Gemini with 2.6%, while the energy sector lost 2% as oil prices fell from 7-year highs. In the meantime, Stellantis shares fell 4% after the Chinese group Dongfeng Motor sold off 1.2% of the French firm's capital at a price of 18.3 euros per share, in line with current prices. At the same time, Airbus fell 1.3% after the manufacturer announced the cancellation of the contract with Qatar Airways over 50 A321neo aircraft. In Europe, European stocks fell more than 1% on Friday, with tech and growth shares among the worst performers. While in Canada, the S&P or the TSX Composite Index shed 0.7% to close at 21,058 on Thursday, extending losses for a third consecutive session as mining and consumer discretionary plunged 1.8% and 2.4% respectively, while consumer staples dropped 1.5%. And this is Emmy from Philippines reporting. Thank you very much.